Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your girl Ty. Today is Monday, June 22nd, and since it is a Monday, this is the weekend's news. I was gonna say that you'd have to be under a rock to not know that Beyonce dropped a new song on Friday, but I really feel like I'm not hearing a whole lot of people talking about it. So, Beyonce dropped a nice little Black Power bop on Friday. It's called Black Parade. And she accompanied that song with a new playlist on Tidal called Motherland Drip, which is a line from the song, of course. It includes an extended version of Black Parade with the whole little marching band instrumental intro that you didn't get on the regular version of the song that's available on the other platforms. And then it also includes some old school Black Pride and protest songs, including Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud by James Brown. It has War by Bob Marley on there, as well as some songs, the spoken word performance of The Revolution Will Not Be Televised by Gil Scott-Heron. It has some other songs on there that you wouldn't necessarily consider to fall into this category, like Rocksteady by Aretha Franklin or Lovely Day by Bill Withers. And then there are a couple of contemporary classics on there, like Everything is Everything by Lauryn Hill, and some newer joints by Burna Boy, Solange, Grinding All My Life by Nipsey is on there, and of course Black by Buddy, because how we gonna make this list without that particular song on there, right? All the songs are kind of mixed in together, which I think is really good for music discovery's sake. I probably would have ordered the playlist a little bit differently. The sequencing seems a little bit all over the place. It's a really good list of songs. Also included on there to close out the playlist actually is Dr. King's We Shall Overcome speech. So that is on Tidal. If you have Tidal, have a friend with Tidal, or have an email address that can allow you to get a free Tidal trial. Right. Just get Tidal, y'all. Pay the $10. Support a Black-owned business. Also on Juneteenth, DaBaby hosted a discussion in his hometown of Charlotte called Black Lives Been Mattered. And it was a panel discussion with community activists, including, community activists as well as politicians, including Charlotte Mayor V. Lyles and the Mecklenburg County Sheriff Gary McFadden. Now, what's really interesting about the sheriff being there is that this happened the day after 43 members of an organization called Charlotte Uprising were arrested outside the county jail. And these were volunteers who were gathered there to give out masks, water, and general aid information to people as they were being released from the jail. So apparently there was an attempt to break up this group of volunteers peacefully because there were some complaints. The sheriff's department says it turned into a whole kerfuffle, apparently because other people got involved that weren't there to begin with. Either way, the sheriff admitted in front of the community that the cops mishandled the situation. So I think that's a good sign, right? If you can have somebody come into a setting like that and admit that they did wrong. So no other really details on what came out of that conversation other than the fact that former Carolina Panther Thomas Davis donated $100,000 on Friday at that event to the ACLU's bailout fund for the Charlotte area. So kudos to DaBaby on that. YG and Mustard also did some good over the weekend. The two partnered with Postmates to deliver $100,000 worth of food to LA residents. This seems to be also kind of a celebration of Mustard becoming a co-owner of Fishbone Seafood, which is a company that YG already co-owned that has 7 locations. Restaurant line, right? Restaurant chain that has 7 locations around the city. And in addition to the $100,000 worth of food that they've already distributed, they are delivering this week another $50,000 worth of meals to LA organizations, including Hollywood Food Coalition, Upward Bound House, and Midnight Mission, all in LA. So I think there were 5 nonprofits altogether in LA that they were donating those meals to. Kudos to them. All right, have you guys heard, I don't feel like we've talked about it. Have you heard about the community that formed around a 6-block radius in downtown Seattle? And this happened after police officers abandoned a precinct, and they basically created a community around that precinct. It's been called the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. It's also been called the Capitol Hill Ongoing Protest. So it has two names, either Chaz or CHOP. And it's been on the news lately because a lot of Black Lives Matter activists and a lot of other activists with Black organizations in the area are complaining that it's turning from a protest, an ongoing protest, which was supposed to be, to more of like a commune festival vibe. And now, on Saturday, a 19-year-old local rapper named Lil Mob was one of two people struck during a shooting in the Autonomous Zone. He ended up succumbing to his injuries and dying at Harborview Medical Center, while the other person who was shot is reportedly in critical condition. And authorities are saying that the crowd prevented them from reaching the victims. Then there was another shooting on Sunday. And despite all of this, and despite the fact that the president has been super loud about what he thinks the mayor of Seattle should be doing about this area, Jenny Durkan, who is the mayor of Seattle, said that they are working with the organizations in the area to figure out a way to de-escalate the situations that seem to arise at night, because it seems to be pretty peaceful in the daytime, and then in the evening is when they start to have like violence and, you know, different energy in the area. I really thought when I read this headline this morning that somebody had actually died there over the weekend, that was going to be the end of that. But it seems like the city of Seattle understands why the protesters are there and are really committed to helping them reach their goals. I don't know that they've never necessarily stated. I dig this, y'all. You've seen, I'm sure, well, if you're into that kind of thing, then you've seen the trailer for the Disney Plus version of Hamilton, which is scheduled to premiere on July 3rd, right? Apparently, Disney has quietly canceled the ability for you to sign up for a trial account of Disney Plus just ahead of this being released. Not sure if the two things are related, but they are now the only company that no longer offers like a free 7-day trial or any kind of a free trial for the Disney Plus service, which costs $6.99 a month or $69.99 for the year. And they didn't make an announcement about this initially. There's a French website that just happened to notice that there was no longer a free trial option on the website. And Variety reached out to Disney for a statement, and a rep said that they're continuing to, quote unquote, test and evaluate different marketing offers and promotions to grow Disney Plus. Meaning, they know how y'all get down. Pay for the service if you want it. I think that's what that means. Lastly, today, congratulations are in order for Missy Elliott, Salt-N-Pepa, Nick Cannon, longtime radio personality Big Boy, Judge Mathis, Jennifer Lewis, Don Cheadle, Morris Chestnut, Jimmy Smits, and Marla Gibbs, all of whom have been added to the list of Hollywood Walk of Fame inductees for the year 2021. There's 35 people altogether, alongside Charlie Parker, Luciano Pavarotti, and August Wilson, who will be receiving their stars posthumously, obviously. Also on the list for 2021 are Dr. Oz, Kelly Clarkson, Shia LaBeouf, and a couple of other people. So kudos to them. And also congratulations to 12-year-old Keydron Bryant. That is the young man whose powerful song, I Just Want to Live, went viral on social media shortly after George Floyd's death. And then it went even more viral when a lot of different musicians started just putting their instrumentals behind the a cappella performance that the young man had recorded. Well, Keydron has now signed to Warner Records, and they released his song I Just Want to Live as a single on Friday. So y'all go and support that young man. That's going to do it for me today. Thank you so much for watching all the way through to the end. Make sure you share, comment, send me feedback if you have any, and come back tomorrow for today's news.